I've said it before and I'll say it again. Inspiration often comes to me when I am least expecting it. It's been over a year since I started working on the bathroom. I hung a black and white toile wallpaper. I put up some trim. I painted the vanity black. Let's see, what else did I do? I thrifted this really pretty gold mirror. I changed out the vanity light. I did all of those things and then I just stopped. And honestly, I'm not even sure why. So imagine my surprise when last week, suddenly inspiration struck. So it all basically started when in last week's video, I ended up swapping out the curtains that were in the bathroom and put them in the bedroom and then put the ones in the bedroom in the bathroom. So the curtains that are now hanging in the bathroom are this sort of linen-like cream and kind of a grayish blue color. And they've got butterflies and flowers. They're very springy feeling. So when I was kind of giving our bedroom the fall makeover, they didn't really fit. So the green velvet ones went into the bedroom and I moved the other ones into the bathroom. So as it turns out, that one small change ended up fueling a whole new burst of inspiration for me. And the best part is I ended up having nearly everything that I needed to complete this makeover already on hand.
One of the things that I always try to stress here on my channel is not being afraid to work with what you have first before going out and buying something new. Now, don't get me wrong, the dopamine rush you get from picking out something brand new is hard to beat. But if you ask me, finding unique ways to use what you already have is equally as exciting. I really wanted to challenge myself here with this little gallery wall to only use frames, prints, and other decor that I already had. And at the end of the day, I'm absolutely thrilled with how it all came together.
So before we complete the styling, let's talk for a minute about the things that I still want to do here in the bathroom. So first off, I would love to put in crown molding. That is a project that I have been thinking about doing for probably a couple of years now, really since we moved in the house. Some of the main living spaces have crown molding, and so I would love to carry that through into like the bedrooms and into the bathrooms. I've never actually done crown molding before, and I know it can be a bit complicated, so I have been kind of studying up and finding the best tutorials. So I'm hoping that that will be a project I can tackle really soon. The next thing I'd like to do is put up a window film on our bathroom window. So clearly we want privacy in there, and that's why I keep the curtains. But I have found these decorative window films that look like, they're almost like a lattice. I'll put a picture of them over here if I can. But basically they just add an added little bit of detail to the window. And since we don't really need to worry about being able to look out the window, it's more for privacy, I think that would be a perfect option to add just that little extra detail. And then I can keep the curtains basically open all of the time. The next thing I would like to do is add a little bit more trim detail. So originally I had wanted to do picture frame moldings in the bathroom, and now that I've sort of styled it the way I have now with the gallery wall, I'm not really sure that I necessarily need to do that. I want to trim out the window like I did in the kitchen. So I may add some chair rail once I do that, because I don't want to do the chair rail now because I actually have the molding on hand to do it. Because if I do it now, then it would go all the way to the window, and that would disrupt the window trim that I eventually want to put there. And the last thing I would like to do is I want to create basically, I guess you would call it a cornice above our shower. Our shower is not the prettiest thing in the world, and I'm not the biggest fan of the tile, but that's probably not a project we're going to do anytime soon. So I'd like to create some sort of a decorative wood cornice that I can put up at the top of the shower, and then I can raise up the curtain rod and have it basically be full length shower curtain. I know that you can get the clear PVC liner in a much taller size. I would just need to figure out the curtain situation. And I'm pretty sure I could use just regular curtains. It doesn't have to be an actual shower curtain since you're going to have the liner behind it anyways. Oh, and I would love to change out the big light up at the top. There's just a regular LED type ceiling fixture up there now, and I would love to do something a little bit prettier. We have already changed out the vanity light, so that's done, but that's probably going to be the very last thing that we do. Thank you guys so much for watching this week's video. You may not realize it, but a couple of days ago, we officially moved past the 2-year mark here on this channel. It is insane to me that I have been doing this for 2 years now. When I first started, I really wasn't sure if I would do it for, a couple of weeks or a month or even a year. Just seemed really far out there. And I have been so pleasantly surprised with how many of you out there really relate to the content that I make and my style of decorating. I know that it's not entirely mainstream. It's not what a lot of people out there are doing. So I appreciate the fact that there are other kindred spirits out there like me, maybe appreciate doing things just a little bit differently. As always, thank you guys so much for being so kind to me in the comments. I know that the internet can be a really scary, mean place sometimes, and it is no joke when I say that y'all have made me feel so safe, so appreciated. I'm not sure that other than a couple of times I've ever really had too many nasty comments. And so I greatly appreciate that. That was something when I first started this channel that held me back. The judgment of people sitting behind their computers who didn't like what I was wearing or like how I looked or liked what I did with the house. And so all of this rambling is to say thank you from the bottom of my heart for bringing me into your homes every week and for embracing this channel and embracing me. I love you all so much, and I'm so grateful to be a part of your lives in some small way. So that's it for this week's video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see y'all next week. Bye now.